Yeah, and I guess psychologically humans hate uncertainty. It triggers anxiety, at a very basic level. Our brains probably see the unknown as potential danger. So we like to prefer to focus on what's immediate or what's certain. And we've seen that so many times. Like, I wonder, is there a cultural aspect, Margaret, as well? I know you're speaking about some organizations there, but organizations reward confidence and clarity. And admitting we're not sure, but X could happen isn't really a comfortable place for anybody in the workforce or in political life. So instead of preparing for ambiguous threats, people often stick their head in the sand, I guess.
Well, I wrote a book on that too, as you may recall, a book
Yes,
called Willful Blindness.
yes.
And I would say that, the scads of examples of industrial accidents, failures, and mortality that book writes about, I think shows you the real cost of believing in certainty when it actually does not exist.
Mm,
I mean, I do think we need to reframe certainty here in the sense that, I mean, and my new book opens with this. I remember standing on a railway platform at some point. I was going into London, and there's an announcement. The train for London Paddington will arrive at platform 2 in 3 minutes. Bingo. And for some reason, I had sort of daydreamed in my 3 minutes before I got on the train and thought, imagine if every single minute in your life could be announced like that and known ahead of time, and it was all as confident as that train announcer. So why not, what I'm going to get for my birthday, what I'm going to get for Christmas, when I'm going to start feeling my age, when I'm going to retire, when I'm going to get ill, when I'm going to recover, when I'm not going to recover, and the day I die. And it's all 100% certain. What would life feel like then? I haven't run into anybody who feels really excited by that prospect, I have to tell you. I thought, well, it just means life is a big to-do list, and the sooner you get it all crossed off, the sooner your work here is done.
mm, mm.
That what's going to make us all happy? I mean, that's certainly the underlying mindset in a great deal of technology. It's certainly the foundational thought that underpinned Google's plans for the Toronto lakeside development, where you had enough sensors and enough data, you could predict everybody's movements and therefore manage their behavior. Is that really what we want? Right? So I would say be very careful of your lust for certainty, because if there is such a thing, it's because your choices have been taken away from you.